take my glasses off for this one. Hey everybody, welcome back. So just want to do a quick pickups video and just got a couple things to just kind of go over real quick. One of them, which you can probably see behind me right there, here, is this little sort of Pac-Man ghost light that I picked up at Target the other day. I've actually wanted one for a while and had a coupon, so I actually got it at a pretty good price, actually. I wish you could control the color. It's sort of, you can tell it's sort of cycling through different colors. I wish you could kind of pick one, but either way, it's actually kind of nice. I'm actually going to be setting up a little sort of Pac-Man corner. I'm pretty sure I'm going to set it up in the studio room once that is set up, because Pac-Man for me actually has a lot of meaning. Even though I was very young, I did actually grow up during the whole Pac-Man phenomenon when that hit. Now I'm not going to leave him back there, because I think if you saw him in videos kind of going forward, it might be a little too mesmerizing, just him sitting back there cycling through all the colors. So he's just here for the one video. And just two quick movie pickups this week. I do have a couple more coming in the mail, but I didn't want to wait for those. So just real quick, I got the MVD release of Double Impact, and I was a big Van Damme fan back in the especially in those like late 80s, early 90s films. Yeah, it was cool to actually add another one to the list. I know it had been released on Blu-ray before, but MVD, they really go out with like special features and stuff, so I was very happy to get it. And of course they have those really great slip covers that sort of look like they're old video box kind of covers with like the phony stickers and things like that. So I was getting a kick out of their releases. And the other one, I got the UK release it's from several years ago, of The Hard Way, which is a movie I absolutely love, with Michael J. Fox and James Woods, directed by John Badham, who had done a ton of films over the years. I forget how it came up. It sort of came up the other day, and I was like, oh man, why hasn't there been a release of The Hard Way? Like, because I saw that movie opening weekend when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. Had it on video. Used to watch it like a ton, and haven't actually watched it in a long time. In fact, last time I think I saw it was on cable. Like, I was surprised Universal never released it, and then I sort of looked around and it was like, well, Shout Factory kind of put it out, and I was like, am I really going to wait for that, though, on the off chance that they might? And I just happened to look up and notice that there was a UK release from a couple years ago, and it was region free, and it was also very cheap. I actually found it on Amazon here in the US from a third-party seller, but they're selling it with Prime shipping, and it was like 12 and some cents, like $12.70 or something like that. I had some points on one of my cards, so I got I think it was $3 off, so I got it for like $9 something. And since it was Prime, I didn't have to pay for shipping, because it was a third party and it shipped from out of state. I didn't have to pay tax, so I literally got it for like $9 and some change, and was so happy. Literally, I got it. It came in on last Sunday, and I watched it that night. And I hadn't actually, and again, have not seen it in a couple of years. I still find it so entertaining and so funny. No extras on it, unfortunately. It's pretty plain, but again, for $9, I'm more than happy. One other thing that actually I got in a couple weeks ago, kept meaning to put this in another video, is last October, I think it was last October, Mondo had put up for sale what they call a Tiki Mug. It was for Halloween. And this is the box for it. As you can tell, it's sort of the model after the pumpkin that's used in the opening credits. And then on the back, it has sort of a little Michael Myers kind of thing. It's supposed to come out in January, and then it got delayed, kind of thing. It was one of those where it was a limited release, and it was timed. I want to say it was one of those where like it was available for like 3 days. And however many orders they got in those 3 days, those are how many they manufactured. So supposed to come out in January, got delayed, and then obviously just got it a couple weeks ago. I'm kind of glad I waited, because the reason why it's kind of best to bring it up now is actually they are re-releasing it. They're actually going to have 3 versions of it. It's the same thing. It's just 3 different colors. It will be the same color as this one that I'm about to show, which is an orange pumpkin color. There's like a black one, and then like I forget what the other one looks like. And then those are limited. Some people are upset because it's like, well, I thought the last one was limited. What's the deal with this? And now you're kind of re-releasing it. I don't care. my main thing is, which you will see here, is, so here it is right here. So just if I put it next to my head, not that you know exactly how big my head is, but you can tell, I mean, decent size, not too big, not too small. You know, again, it's modeled after the opening jack-o'-lantern kind of thing. Not exact, obviously. And then on the back is the kind of Michael Myers sort of mask kind of thing. And you could tell from, let's see, maybe this way, you know, it's like 3D kind of thing. So a couple things. And also it has on the top here this little plastic knife, which, let's see, you can see there. It says Halloween kind of thing, and then it goes right in here like that. I just thought it would be kind of cool to have on the shelf, because I don't have a ton of Halloween stuff, not as much as I'd like, so it'd be like, okay, this is kind of a cool little thing. Couple problems off the, as you can already tell, the top kind of sucks. So this thing is really loose on the top. Like, this is not snug in there, like, at all. And even with the knife here, it's not really, you know, a little movement, and this thing is just like, you know, kind of jiggling around. Also has a little small nick on there, but you know what, I'm not going to nitpick. Also, the paint job generally is nice. The only thing is, if you look here on the back with Michael Myers, you can tell, especially around the top, you can see the orange kind of thing. A little spill here on the bottom. Actually, this side, you can tell there's a little spill there as well, as long as around the top, around the hairline. And again, the looseness of this top. So is it worth it? I mean, you know, for the amount of money I spent, I would have been a lot happy if it was cheaper. I mean, if you're looking to get it, you have, you know, some extra money. You know, the thing is, sitting on the shelf, actually, it does kind of look kind of nice. Even though it's not an exact replica of the opening jack-o'-lantern, it's close enough where you know what it is. I wish it was cheaper. I wish it was a little bit better made. You know, I don't like the loose top, even though I'm not going to be moving around. I don't like the color spill, which makes me think I probably won't display the Michael Myers back, because I really like Mondo's other stuff. I mean, I hate their ordering system on some of their limited posters, but that's another topic. But the stuff I've gotten from them is really nice. So I will let you decide whether or not you want to get one for yourself. I mean, again, I kind of wish I paid less. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's kind of one of those, it's good enough, for lack of a better word. And then finally, I did get in my Vinegar Syndrome poster, which I absolutely love. It looks so good. It's a really nice print. It's signed on the bottom, and it's numbered, and I was really shocked when I opened it up and I saw I had number 2 out of 35. Now, I'm not really big into numbers. Like, it doesn't really matter to me whether or not it's a low number or not. When I get something that's numbered, it doesn't really matter to me. But still, when you get something that's, you know, that low, it is kind of like, oh wow. And this was the variant, because the regular version has it's like a white skull with a black background, and this was the variant version that it was like a negative look, which is why it's like a black skull and a white background. For some reason, that one it just jumped out at me, and it's like I went and got a frame for it today. Haven't put it in the frame yet, otherwise I would have taken a picture of it. Just trying to decide exactly where I want it to go. I don't know if that's going to go in the studio room or if it's actually going to go in my bedroom. Whether or not I could display it properly where it would fit in the studio room. So that's why I'm just thinking, like, well, I may just put it in my bedroom. You know, it's just kind of one of those things that may just be for me. And one final thing here is I was going to do this video earlier tonight, but I sort of got sidetracked by following all this stuff going on with the yet another adpocalypse that appears to be happening. Now, as someone who, obviously my channel is very small at the moment, it's not monetized by any means, but one of the things I'm moving towards, which is, you know, I keep mentioning a studio room because I am making a room into a small studio, is that I am going to do a lot of content creation full time. Now, obviously YouTube wouldn't be the only thing I would be concentrating on, but it would definitely be a big part of it, and my goal obviously would be to make at least some money from it. So something like this that comes along, obviously it doesn't affect me today, it would affect me in the future, And so I'm kind of worried about things like this when it happens, and I'm not going to comment on it too much because, again, I don't know everything that's kind of going on, and again, my channel is not really centered around that stuff, although this channel is basically me and sort of my thoughts on certain things. But a lot of that stuff I'm not really going to touch unless it seems warranted. You know, the situation basically looks like you have one person who is, you know, I'm going to watch my language here, but basically an a-hole on one end, and then you have one person who decided to play victim and then become a bully. Now, an a-hole, you can always just say you're an a-hole and you move on with your life. A bully, unfortunately, can actually do harm, and you need to fight back. Yeah, I'm not happy with the bully. I'm just going to say F Carlos, and I will just end it there. Because if you're watching this video, you are obviously part of the YouTube community, and at some point, we all need to sort of kind of protect our little part of the internet as best we can. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Support all your YouTube creators far and wide, and I will see you on the next one.